You think you want some ice?
You need some ice tray? I don't think you need a tray for that. You need like a syringe.
You're right there.
Yep, a lot of flame build up.
All right. Well, welcome back, guys, to D&D Down Under. I am your Dungeon Master, Blake, and I'm here joined by the Wednesday group. How you going, guys?
Best group. Stop. Very good.
Nice. Very good. That's what I want to hear. So, okay, announcements.
First announcement,
Yeah.
revolver. It's always the first thing.
It hasn't rolled away anyway.
No.
We know where it is.
So, first announcement is that YouTube has actually been uploading content almost daily now. We're just still working out a few more kinks in editing for the rest of it. So when it comes to the building videos, we've actually been releasing those as well. So if you want to learn how I make my terrain or a different way to do it, if you can't find the materials, you just go on our YouTube channel and you'll watch. There is a progression series of where you see how it all builds. Also, the upkeep is being uploaded there, which is an interview session after these sessions where you get to see them. Also, Rob, you stream. What days do you stream in time?
Yes, at the moment it's Saturdays, 7:30, and then a couple other streams throughout the week, but that's not really important. Saturday's the one you want to be a part of.
Saturday is the one you want to be a part of. So, and some of the VODs from that will actually be uploaded to our YouTube channel as well. And you can find the Technical Difficulties podcast, which is happen to have a technical difficulty every time, on Monday nights at 8:30 p.m. You're right there. You're just staring
right at the
deeply
camera.
into the camera. Alrighty. So, am I forgetting anything? Am I forgetting any announcements?
Where's the group's best group?
We'll leave that to an opinion.
Nah, so my opinion is Wednesday is the best.
Alrighty.
You got an opinion over there, Arthur?
Hmm?
You got an opinion over there?
My opinion
Oh, yeah?
is my opinion, and I'll keep it to myself.
Well, all right. Let's jump into the session of D&D Down Under.
Roll the footage.
All your base are belong to us.
Alrighty, so I just noticed that intro had no music actually playing to the live stream, even though we heard it.
Technical difficulties.
We'll see it for you next time.
Go for it, go.
Alrighty. I was waiting for. I was going. It was just the jar of dirt.
No. That's something I've got to fix. Something with my computer went really weird, so I have to fix all that stuff. So let's begin. Where we last left off, you had travelled from North Tymir to south. You spent the night in the forest. You took watch most of the night, and an owlbear had you terrified for a bit.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah. As you guys, you right?
No.
As you guys were attempting to just pretty much not get ambushed on your way, Gale, you actually noticed there were gnolls following you. So, you traveled for a long time, and then you ended up at the north gates of South Tymir. Entering through, you walk past the tavern, and you head straight to the temple. The doors open. You see beds everywhere, and you see people who have burnt clothes and trying to get all their things adjusted. You see people that are very upset with everything that has happened. What are you doing? Yes, you do start to look over and you do see there is still a wide section of beds still free. Okay.
Bye.
Never.
This is probably really
goodbye.
tired.
Okay, I'll guide you over to where the beds are, following Cat. Give you guys a place to set up and take a seat.
So as you start to walk over, people do kind of stare at you. But it's more or less just because new people have walked in.
Yeah. Okay. Just set up camp here. Somewhere you can stay for the night at least.
What are you gonna do?
I need to talk to the priest that runs this church. I'll be back. And
For some reason, you're whispering.
so I'm gonna go and find the priest that is overseeing this church.
So as you start to look around, you do see the priest that you are familiar with. You see him, he's balding on the top, grey hair around, and it does go down a little bit, comes down past his ears, as you see him in his brown robes, as he seems to be tending to some other people as well, just calming them down.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way towards him, but not trying to act like it's an emergency.
Yeah.
And trying to aid anyone I can nearby who need help. If I can get them some food, a bit of something, an extra blanket, whatever they need to comfort them, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. And what are the three of you doing?
Well, I'm gonna pick out a spot and sit in it.
Mhm.
And when they pick out their spots, I'm going to say to them, "So, what else is there? What else is there to know about you besides you're a monster hunter or a bounty hunter, whatever you are, and you're laughing?"
Crying. Are we an exhausted point yet? Like, are we tired?
You are
rested.
tired.
No, we're just tired, man.
I'm gonna meditate. I'm going to the train, so whatever it's called. Or I can
Mad,
meditate.
mad, just avoiding my question. Let me guess. You're the parents that died type. Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, I don't usually say yes.
She thought right in my
That's gotta
Are
be
your
it.
parents alive?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Well then, what about you?
So I'm a monster hunter.
Yes, that's what I said.
Yeah. Hunt monsters, collect stuff, and make stuff. Well, I've got a guy that makes some stuff.
Okay.
What's
So
your,
I'm just adventuring around the place.
what's your biggest monster?
I thought you were gonna say.
Oh.
Well, when she's in the trance, she is conscious to everything, so she
Yeah.
can pop out of it.
You see one eye. So what do you do?
At the moment, I haven't really got anything too big. Maybe a couple of rats. Some other random stuff.
Why did you become a monster hunter? What perspired in your life? What perspired in your life to bring you down the road of
Didn't
hunting
want to kill your
monsters?
parents.
I had a friend.
Yeah, okay.
He's not with us anymore.
Yeah.
He he died. I think. Pretty sure he died.
Rip.
Did not.
Okay.
Buried
What
him.
else?
I think so. We could possibly. I don't remember.
You don't remember why
That's all.
you became a
Where's
monster
your-
hunter?
Where's your book?
It's been a really long journey.
It really is. Let's see. That's nothing.
It's like, look, we're not exchanging here. You tell me something, I'll tell you something. We can come to a conclusion. Like,
What are you again?
I'm a druid.
Tree folk.
No, I'm very much human.
No, but like you like trees. Right?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Kind of a different upbringing to normal druids.
Because your parents are.
No. Well, I guess I can tell you what happened for me. So, this is going back about 2 years ago. We were a group of me and a big group of other wannabe guards for a town nearby. We were heading towards the nearest town from our hometown in Sugar. And what happens is it was a 2-day hike. So we needed to stop for the night, and we kept people keeping watch overnight. We ended up getting attacked by a group of goblins. Surrounded the camp. We were overpowered. So people running off in different directions. I ran into a forest to break line of sight. But I noticed as I turned back to look that the goblins were taking commands from a human. So while I'm running through the forest, I end up in a different realm, different plane. I ran through what's called the Fey Passage. And I ended up in the Fey Wilds for about 2 years. Met pixies and different types of animals. So my humor is a little bit chaotic like a pixie. You've been with them for 2 years, it kind of rubs off on you. Yeah, that's about how I got stuck, and I made my way back after a Fey Passage being discovered by the pixies that came and told me. Made my way back, and I just got into town when I met you and the Knolls.
You have a very good memory.
Yes,
My memory's not so good.
it's like I lived it.
Yeah. What?
So, all I'm getting from you is you're a monster hunter and you had a friend that could maybe possibly be dead, but you don't know. And you just want to cry and sleep. Oh, I do know something new though. Your parents are dead.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that old age or killed or
Mm,
you just don't know? How do you not know?
I think.
Aren't you an elf?
So.
You're like supposed to be better than humans.
He's getting the story confused. I'm pretty sure Mum got eaten by something,
I didn't know this was going to be the thing.
and Dad got burnt down.
Yeah, well, that'd be nice. Why much? They're talking. So I'm talking to God.
Well, we are in a church. I believe it.
Dear God.
So your mother, you think, got eaten?
Yeah, Mum got eaten by some wild animals,
Okay, I'm
and
sad to hear that.
Dad
Are you?
had a shop and he burnt down in the shop.
You seem distraught as all hell.
Well, Jordan, you're not there.
I'm not there. Kept my mouth shut.
So let them
Time.
The Mum thing happened when I was a kid. The
Okay.
Dad thing happened a couple of months ago.
So
That's why I
how
wasn't
did you-
coming before, because I worked with my dad.
how did
Had a job
you?
and the job and him died. at the same time.
Who taught you how to be sneaky?
Sneak, I did.
So you taught yourself.
Yeah, self-taught.
Okay. Okay. At least I know something more.
There you go.
I just know that you had a mate that might be dead.
Turns out he used it.
Okay. Just the god reply, did he?
Search through the files. Buried it.
Okay, yeah.
You. Oh,
I got attacked by some vampires.
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 Whereabouts? I don't know of any vampires around here.
Insert said name here.
What's the name of
Um.
a vampire?
I did forget a lot of things.
Come on, we're role playing here. Come on.
I know. I'm sorry. It's got a weird name. I'll just write that name down.
Just right in the back of the book.
Dory or Tyx? You want to do something with it?
Yes, that is Tyax is where your blacksmith is, and
There we go.
Dovik is the town.
There we go.
Doric.
So that one.
Okay.
One more time for the microphone.
And no, that's where the blacksmith is.
Well,
This is why you write stuff down if you make
look,
it
I
up.
thought I did. I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know.
Okay.
Makes some news.
Well, insert back, like, flashback here. Right.
East Haven.
East Haven.
So there's vampires in East Haven.
Yes. I never saw that. I never.
Okay. What
This
is that?
happened. Well,
I didn't know that really.
Okay. I'm glad it was a while ago and not right now.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know how far I've travelled since then. Just been walking.
Well, while we chatted to ourselves, I guess we're going to flash back to the paladin.
The technical difficulties stream.
So we'll cut back to you.
Cool.
We're just discussing while they're
I'm
talking.
gonna walk around knowing nothing about these people that are sitting at the bedrolls.
You did pass a blanket to a mother and a child to get a bit warmer than they were, and then you make your way over to the priest, Magnus.
Is he still helping people?
No, he's kind of walked his way to the altar.
Okay. I'm gonna follow him back up to the altar. Assuming that's where the extra blankets are still kept. And I'm gonna go to grab more to hand out to extra people. And just walk past him and just say, oh, thank you, you're still here.
It's nice to see you too, Magnus.
It's not always nice.
Can you tell me what happened? Your men were sent.
Let him come back.
Shame.
It's an embarrassment.
Not everything can go the way you'd like it. If that was the case, then there wouldn't be any wars.
Something we should have been able to handle.
Well, what was it?
There was a knoll raid in the city as we got there.
Knolls.
Knolls. We tried to defend the town as much as we could. I watched all of them go one by one. There's just too many of them. I managed to save an extra 3. And a small family, I don't know how far they got, they just ran. But at the time we left, the whole town was in ashes.
Well, let's be thankful for what we have now. So what's the plan?
Well, I'm gonna have to go see the king soon. I have to report back on all this. Don't know how it's gonna go well. Duty's duty, right?
Duty is duty. Well,
Yes, in the meantime, we'll help what we can here.
I'd much appreciate
I'll
that.
see him in the morning, make a report. Have the data plan moving forward.
So who are the 3 you traveled with? Is this the family?
No, they're just 3 people that were left trying to defend what was left.
Mad Hainsigns talk about my story.
As you do see that in the background.
Fey Passage!
And then all you see is you lean forward to the hobgoblin and go,
What about you?
Okay. No, they're the three that were just left trying to defend what was left of the town. If it was the town or just protecting their lives, I'm not sure, but
Strange to see a hobgoblin helping, but
hey,
helping is helping.
I help too. We do what we can, right?
Yeah, I've just gotten used to you.
I get it. But we do what we can. I don't know what to do. I don't know how they're gonna react. This is something that should have been easy. This is
You could talk to Lucas.
Mm.
I don't think Robert would enjoy how
Hmm.
this has turned out. But I do believe that you should go speak to the king. But
Listen.
Lucas, I think, would be the best one to talk to. I think
Well,
he's at his home, asleep.
Okay.
They'll be here in the morning to do their prayer.
I'll see him then.
for the new
Pray
day.
first. We'll come up with a plan and
Well, they've been here all day helping.
expect nothing less. When you're one of the five, you gotta do what you can, right?
Exactly. One thing I'm very curious about is why they didn't send help if they saw people come back.
I don't know. We got there. It looked like there were less guards in the town than there should have been. Whether they were attacked and ambushed early before they could fight, or if they ran in cowardice, I'm not sure. But guard station looks barely touched.
You should definitely bring up that point.
I will be, but it just didn't seem right. But that's not for me to decide or for me to know. We just get sent, right?
Go rest. You've been through a lot, and I think it's about time that you actually rested properly.
Make sure everyone else is up first.
Everyone will be fine.
Ignore what he said. And go to grab the last couple of blankets and hand them out.
As you start to pick them up, you start to walk over to those who you see don't have any. You start to hand them out as a thank you.
I'll save 3.
Yeah.
Take them over to two.
On your
I know
way
he's got
over.
a bunch left. I'll save 2.
Yeah. As you're passing through, you see a young boy about anywhere between 13 to 14.
Mm-hmm.
He just looks at you and goes, "Are you really one of the 5?
Yeah.
You're a lot bigger than I thought you'd be."
Keep eating. Keep training. You'll be as big as I am.
I think it's genetics that helped you the most.
Look down at my hands and
Yeah,
say,
we
yeah, you're
think so.
probably right. But hey, you don't have to be big and strong to be powerful.
Thank you for doing what you could for us. I'm pretty sure we all appreciate it, even though right now we're not in that moment.
I should have done better.
Can I hold your hammer?
If you can carry it.
Oh, I can carry it.
I'll
As he gets like,
I'm gonna like put his hand like
Yeah.
softly like start to
Yeah.
let go to see if he can like
yeah, the moment he grabs it and he's like, it's not even that heavy.
go a little bit more.
As you start to let go, you see it like weighing on him.
Yeah.
You see like veins starting to pop up, and it's like,
I'll pick it back up.
that's fine.
A little bit more training maybe.
Only a blood vessel, it's fine.
Thank you.
Get some sleep.
Definitely plan on it. We only got here this morning, so
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Did you travel with others?
no. It was just me and my mother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, glad you made it.
Thank you.
Glad you're safe.
Glad,
People will take care of you. They're good people.
glad you're safe. How did it all go? Did you get them all?
Well, the doll.
I don't know what they are, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I think we got most of what we could. Saw one get away. I don't think they knew we came here. If that makes you feel better.
well, it makes me feel better being in a bigger castle walls with
This
a
town,
bigger
this
army.
town's well protected.
Yeah.
Normal guards. You've got the 5 here.
Yeah,
All of us. You're in safe hands.
awesome.
Get some sleep.
I will. Thank you. As he just like kind of walks over back to his mother.
I'll take the last couple of sheets and hand them to you guys.
Oh, thank you.
knowing you've got some.
We'll lay it out over the bed.
Very well. Yeah.
So how many like refugees are in this place?
About 30.
30.
There's a small area at the back for drink or, a little bit of bread if you need it. We've had those berries. I'm still feeling alright.
Yeah,
You guys-
they're pretty good berries.
They're pretty good berries. So if you guys need anything else, feel free to ask. The priest in the far corner, I'll point to the man in the brown robes,
So you point to Declan.
is Priest Declan. In anything, he'll be able to take care of you.
Okay.
Um,
So what are you gonna do?
I'm going to go to my quarters.
Sick.
It's in the castle. It's in here. You'll be right. It's okay. I'm not leaving you.
That's why I said sick.
Yeah.
You're leaving the church.
No, I live in the church.
You live in the
I
church.
do live in the church.
It'll be a pain waking up the bells every morning.
You get used to it. There's a charm, I'm normally awake before the bell, but
How quiet is it?
Everyone seems like they're getting ready to go to sleep.
I was just wondering if we
You do see the priest lighting candles, but not too many of them. Just to main doorways and stuff.
Hmm?
To main doorways, so you can see like where a doorway is.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, I didn't hear him and the kid talking.
Pretty sure they were over somewhere else. While we were
Not
talking.
your passive. You could have if you wanted to, but you were paying too much attention to the conversation that you had
explaining.
explained. Yes.
And being very thorough.
So
Implement
you start to
control
head to your
planning.
quarters.
well, before that, I'm gonna, ask, is there anything else you guys need? Are you guys?
How long till sunrise?
About the same time it was yesterday.
Is there a source of water to fill up? the
Right
fires?
now it's about 9:30.
Yeah, if you follow the
Sunrise is at 6
the
and sun
the
goes
candles
down.
the chamber work is lighting them out.
It's 9:30 at night.
Slight, like a little.
So what I'll do is I will
Yeah.
go to where he said the water was. I'll empty out my water skin and I'll get some fresh water into it.
So you go to walk through the back. As you walk out there, you do see what has seemed to be bread laid out for people to take. And then you see what seems to be a well that gets filled up every morning. It's about 4 foot deep and 2.5 foot wide.
Is there water in it?
Yeah.
Sick. Oh, get some water.
So as you just fill it up, you just put the water skin and you start like squeezing the air out of it so it sucks it in.
Take some bread. I'll get. I'll grab a couple pieces if anyone asks. I'll get it for the other two as well. And I'll start heading out.
Yeah.
I'll go and to give you some bread. Open my pocket up. Good berry. And I'll give 3 to you, 3 to you, 3 to myself. We'll switch them in the bread. Let's go.
Thank you.
They make us like
Make
jam
like a
style.
berry jam. A good berry jam sandwich.
A good berry jam sandwich.
I'm gonna retreat
Yeah.
into the tower.
Yeah.
Find my quarters.
So you
Doff
go,
my equipment finally.
you rest your hammer up on its rack.
Yeah.
You take your you unclip your great sword.
Sorry.
You unclip your great sword.
Mhm.
You put that away.
Mhm.
You just pretty much just lie straight in bed.
Not much sleep tonight. Too much to think about. Too much worrying. But I'm there at least. It's a comfy bed. Sometimes.
So you three finish up your good berry sandwiches, and it was good.
It was good.
You can't use any other adjective.
No, I can't. I tried just then.
You
but
can't.
it just doesn't. So as it does definitely fill you up, and you feel sustained. What are the three of you doing?
Oh, you have a nap.
Get right ahead. What I might do is, before I go lay down, I might just stay up a bit, just hear, see if I hear anyone talking about things, if I hear anyone just saying anything or see anything.
As you two fall asleep, about half an hour into you just laying there, listening out, you do hear people crying,
Well, understandable.
but that's about it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Oh no, their house has burned down. I'm not even on my content.
It wasn't the forest, so it's fine.
I may as well just take a just outside to go for a bit of fresh air, just look around, see how the town's going.
Yeah. So as you open up the doors and you just go straight through, you open up the big doors because you don't know where
I
the
don't know
back
where
way
any other
is.
doors are, so I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be like,
It's not like an ear, it's like a as you open that up and you go to close it. The air is a bit chilly as you start to see snowfall getting ever so close off in the distance.
I'll just spend a little bit of time outside. If I hear anything, I'll keep an eye out for things. Other than that, I'll just get a bit of air and go back to bed if nothing happens.
One thing you do notice is there's patrols of guards, 2 men at a time, and they're quite frequent, but there doesn't seem to be on the same path every time. You do see that this city does have a good security system.
Yeah, nothing. I'll stay up for like 10 so minutes. Nothing happens. I'll end up going back once I go bed.
Besides people walking home drunk from the tavern, nothing.
I'm gonna go there. Gotta go to the tavern and get some drink.
As you head back inside, and then you go lay down
Go sleep. Go bed.
and you go to sleep. As 4 hours pass, you wake up to silence. It is. As you wrap it up, you walk over the door. Like a very loud of the sound of the doors opening.
You hear it. Feathers and wings.
As you walk outside, as it is cold, you do see lights in the town, but more or less coming from what seems to be torches from patrols. You are in a big city, and off to your right, you see the castle, what seems to be where the king would live. You see houses that don't seem like they're in a poor state, well maintained and well looked after.
Oh, I see the wall.
The wall?
Yeah, that big wall.
Yes. The wall itself stands about 20 foot.
Is there? Can it look like I could sit on the top of the wall?
Do you have a grappling hook in your equipment? The anchors,
Kittens?
yeah.
I have 10 kittens. I think I have a grappling hook.
You could certainly try and climb. Do you have you don't have that yet. That's third level where you get that ability where you were talking about that you could like have a climb speed. You could definitely walk up the guard towers themselves. They are open for anyone to walk up, just go to the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
So it takes you about 20 minutes from where you are to walk to the walls. And it's not hard to miss the temple. Every time you turn around, you see that it's the only place that has a big enough bell tower. As you get to the one of the actual guard towers that's connected to the wall, you walk up. As you're walking up, one of the guards actually walks past you. Sorry. So you just keep walking.
Morning.
As you walk up, 20 foot above the whole city.
I'd just like to find a place to like watch out because I'm scared they're gonna.
Watch out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to watch out so they don't see.
So you start walking towards where the north gate was, where you entered.
Can I see from the tower?
Oh, so the tower just leads to the top of the wall. It doesn't go any higher. It's just like a roof that is the entry point of it. So you can cross the other sides and go down.
Oh, okay.
It's like when you go to a car park and you walk up the stairs to get to the top levels.
That's a new place. I'm very lost.
Yeah. As you start walking across to where you find the North Road, where you walked in, and you see the forest, the mountains off.
Okay. I'm gonna just stay there until I see sunrise.
You sit down and you just watch. You can roll me a perception check if you like.
Seven.
Yeah. You can't spot any any minor detail, but the major detail is all there about the forests, the mountains, the roads, the farms. You see all that. You see birds flying. It seems like they're starting to wake up. You see the cattle off, all asleep still. As the sun starts to rise. You get up and it's still cold. It's getting colder at the moment. You start to make your way back, which takes you about another half an hour. As you two wake up to the sound of a dong, 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 as you hear the bell from the temple ringing.
Yeah, just that's the bell toll for
As
me.
you also wake up, Magnus.
Toss and turn.
As you didn't get a well sleep at all.
I'll put my undergarments of the armor on. And go downstairs, make sure everyone's okay. No point looking scary in a town. I'll go down, make sure everyone's okay upstairs, hand out bread, water, make sure everyone's there needs,
People are waking up,
their needs taken care of.
and you see Rebecca. Not Rebecca, sorry. Kathleen, and you also see Lucas.
Yep.
Helping, tending to people, handing them food. They brought in nice hot soup.
Yep.
It actually seems to have beef and vegetables all throughout it.
Yep. I'll just sort of make eye contact with them, just sort of like nod my head
Ah,
and continue handing out
oh,
everything,
well, where do you think you're going?
helping people.
Come on, Magnus. You can't just come back from the night before and not tell me what happened.
Let's go pray first.
Brings up a good point.
I'll take him to the altar and
Well, we'll finish handing this out, then we'll go.
oh, look at
Alright.
that.
As you two do start to smell the hot food.
Well, I will get up. I'm not going to change my spells and plans so they can stay like that for now. So, where is this hot food you're
You
speaking
see,
of?
it's over by close to the area where you actually entered to get the bread and the water. You see, they actually set up a table there.
Walk past a hobgoblin. Oi, Oi, get up. He's got food.
Oh, damn.
As it's one of those. As you get up.
So when I say KFC.
Not toxic.
And we'll head over to we'll pick up a bowl of his bowls on
Yeah,
the way.
and these bowls.
We'll head over,
The
get some.
food looked like it's been someone's already started on it.
What do you mean?
Like the food that's on the table, it's like stuff already missing, like people already eating. Was
No,
it-
no, no. It's a giant soup bowl, and they've got ladles. They're gonna pour it in
Ah,
for you.
okay. It's all good.
It's like a soup kitchen.
Oh yeah?
Anyway, as you walk over, there's like Ah, here you go.
Thank you.
Alrighty. And do you want some bread with that?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's get you some bread.
Good old bread.
Passes it.
Eat some bread.
There you go. What about you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go.
Like first.
As Lenny, you also like some bread.
Yeah.
Of course you do. Here you go. There you go. I'm glad you enjoy it, but do you mind moving on so I can hand it out to the others?
Well, I'm gonna go back down to my bed. I'll
Yeah.
pull out like 2 more of the berries that were left over. This one of them is still magical because they were made last night. Mush it in the bread and put it in the soup.
As it gives off a distinct flavor that is
It's a good berry.
like a good berry.
So good soup.
As you enter the church, as the door is already partly open,
I can
people want to enter.
take a bite of the bread.
Yeah, so as you walk over. Ah, you're the one that was walking around last night, I've been told.
Who?
Ah, David, one of the guards. Yeah. He said that he saw one of the people from the village up north come here and get, you know, some view of the town. It's your first time here in South Tymir.
Yeah, I got a little lost.
Ah, okay.
I was trying to get to the wall.
Yeah, well, he said you made it there. Because that's where he said he saw you. He saw you on the way when he was coming down and you went up.
I remember you.
Well, Anyway, I'm
You bring up
Lucas.
a good point.
Lucas.
Lucas.
Yeah, Lucas.
Lucas.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Lucas.
Nice to meet you. I'm one of the paladins here. Yeah. Nice to meet you. As he like changes the ladle and shakes your hand. Very lovely to meet you. All right, you go enjoy the food. Do you want some bread?
Yes.
Okay, as he breaks up some bread. There you go. Here you go. Enjoy that. Thank you.
You have a feast over there in your
Yeah, I got some soup, some good berry bread. Like, it's having a blast.
Before we go pray, you might want to get yourself some something to eat too. We already had some before we came in. It's really good.
Did
Tastes
you know
good.
there's soup over
I'll pray first.
If you-
there?
You're lost. Nice hot soup.
Their God is yet.
Alrighty.
Ah.
Who do you like pray to?
Well, I'm assuming there's symbols around.
Yes.
Whatever that means.
You see a hammer.
Thor.
No, no, no. That would be too easy.
Can I inside check the hammer?
You can religion check it if you like, because I don't think you can tell if the hammer's lying to you.
Oh, wait.
It's actually a sledgehammer.
Oh, natural one.
You look at it and you go, yeah, it's not a hammer. And then you kind of think to yourself,
It's a blacksmith.
do they
guild.
worship Magnus? No.
Oh, because he's got a hammer.
But you come to it that you just don't know what they're doing.
So who was it?
Hmm?
Who was it?
I'm not too sure. I thought it was Magnus for a second, but then why would he pray to us? No.
It would be weird.
It would all
Can
be
I try and figure out what it is?
Yeah, you can roll me a
Well, you
religion check
say,
as well.
I think it is.
Blessed me.
11.
11.
11.
I think it is insert name here.
You don't know.
That's why I said insert name here.
As you're trying to figure it out for yourself, you just, off the top of your head, you can't.
It's definitely not Magnus though.
Come on, man. Obviously, it's
Huh? As you look at it, you think it's actually just Magnus.
Sorry, guys. I'm going to change my class from paladin to god.
You actually
no,
just think it's
it can't be
Magnus.
Magnus.
and
It
it actually,
can't be Magnus.
It has to be. It's 2 against 1.
How?
It's 2 against 1.
That doesn't even look like his hammer though.
He has a brain. Together you get 3.
Where'd you learn to count?
Problem school.
Is that canon now?
mostly whatever you guys say is canon.
I don't think it is. I think you're all bullshit.
took a closer look. Yeah. No, okay.
I'll bet you 10 ball bearings.
And ball bearings.
One copper.
Yeah. How about we just bet the copper?
No,
Bread.
This is some good bread. I'll bet some bread for the bearings.
okay.
Wait for him to come back. As I eat my bread because I'm not
You
looking
could
at
just ask the people in the chat.
No, fuck it. We know you. We know you. I don't talk to strangers. I know you.
No, what if they don't know and it shows that they also believe it's him?
Then don't be wrong.
As Lucas comes up to you.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's get to it. Okay. We'll head down to the chamber where we can privately pray there. All right, and have any discussions of whatever you like.
Sounds good.
Oliver and Declan have not Declan. Yeah, Declan. I don't know why that escaped my mind for a second. Oliver, Robert, and Declan already prayed this morning, so they can get ahead amongst everything else.
Okay.
So it's just the three of us left.
Kath, you coming? Kathleen.
Why wouldn't I go?
Well, I'm just making sure.
Well, I hope you know.
You might want to oversee the other people.
No. Why would I want to do that?
You wanted to be part of the group.
I
Come on,
will
let's go.
beat
Come on.
you.
Try.
Fuck off. Alright.
As I make my way to.
Just a massive gold block or something to the church.
So,
Oh, you pee yourself.
you make your way down to the praying chambers.
Yep.
As you see the hammer of Tyr perched across the wall. As you all take a seat on a bench, one of many. I'll lead today's. That way, it's for all of us and everyone else.
Sounds right.
As you all close your eyes. Tyr, thank you for saving those who had been saved. We know that Magnus tried his best and he did everything he could. With the help of some friends that he had found there. That you might have sent had definitely helped. We now wish and pray to you that for the sake of everyone who's lost everything, they now can find justice and vengeance in knowing that we will take revenge for them. We thank you. We hope to have your blessings through everything that we are about to approach through. Amen. So, what was it that you wanted to ask? You wanted to speak about
You
something.
heard anything about guards being taken off their posts?
What? North Tymir. No. Taken off their posts.
Hmm.
What do you
Or
mean?
leaving their posts? Anything?
No.
When was the last time you went there?
To North Tymir?
Yeah.
Months.
Okay. Everything seemed fine when you were there?
Seemed normal.
Okay.
Wasn't obviously here.
Hmm.
We try to do our best there and try and provide everyone as much as we can. Obviously, they don't get the special royalties as people do here,
Hmm.
but that's because they're part of the main kingdom.
Yep.
Not up north. But I've never heard of guards just abandoning their positions, especially when they're hired to protect.
Yeah.
Generally, we would send our best guards from here up there
Hmm.
because it is less.
Hmm.
So,
I'm just...
what have you found? To the point where you're asking if guards aren't on their post?
Well, one of us of 10 guards normally isn't a problem with safekeeping a town.
Correct.
I'm the only one that came back. Everyone that came with me is gone. The numbers were
Did you see any of the
Lost.
guards from North Tymir?
a couple of bodies. Not as many as it should be over there. Armory is still full, even though a raid had taken place. Bodies inside the armories. It's not like
Declan told me it was Knowles.
it was.
So you're saying that Knowles caught the surprise of all of them?
That's why it feels so far fetched.
I've never really heard of Knowles taking prisoners of that account.
Neither.
I hear them take prisoners, but not that many.
Mm.
How many bodies, if you can remember?
How many what, sorry?
How many bodies of the guards?
3 in the tower. Another 5 on the floor in the town, slain.
That's way too little.
That's right.
There are 40 guards stationed at North Tymir,
Correct.
and you're telling me there were less than 10 that you had
With
found.
like all the extra weapons that are there for a raid or anything, they're there to be used. Barely any of it was touched. It just doesn't add up. Something's it doesn't feel right. But how do I tell the king that, without drawing suspicion or accusations? It's hard.
Talking to King Zane is going to be hard.
Bad enough that I, lost an entire platoon.
I understand that. Don't let that hold over you. It's not good.
Hmm.
You came back. Yes, that is important. They did not. But they did everything they could. And look, over 20 people came back. Yes, that is pittance compared to how many people were living there. But saving someone is better than saving no one. So, it was still a win. You just have to look at the things you won compared to loss. Now, about the king. This is your report. You just got to be honest about everything. As I always say, don't worry about what Robert says. Got to stick up his ass anyway. Just have an audience with him later today. Probably in the afternoon. You know how he can be sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Probably talk to Steven. The heir.
Yep.
That way he can tell you what type of mood his father's in. But, as he puts his hand on your shoulder, don't worry about it too much. Tonight we'll have celebratory drinks for the fact you came back. And that way that Kathleen didn't take your place. She smiles.
You have a long way to go before you even think about taking my place.
Oh, I definitely have a long way to go.
Mm-hmm.
But about your place? No. About his, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm catching up.
Mm-hmm.
You watch out.
Can you count to 5?
I definitely can.
Yeah, because you're 5.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh, because I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
She can count to a place. That's good. Well done. Okay.
Anyway. As she goes, anyway, I've got things to do out there, to the people that are alive. Why? She starts to walk up. Good fun, isn't it?
I can't wait to challenge her one day.
Oh, she will probably kick your ass.
Try.
Well, so tonight, sundown, meet at 7.
I might have some friends with me, but we'll see what we can do.
That's fine.
There's some more people we need to celebrate for their efforts as well.
Done. Well, alright, sundown, empty tankard. I'll see you there, okay? I've got some business to attend to today.
Sounds good.
I have to work out on an investigation
Okay.
now.
Okay.
But, yeah, you should definitely go speak to the king at some point.
Don't do it today. I was supposed to go to him before you, but
By the time you got back, what Declan was telling me. It's a bit too late for that. I don't think the king wants to be disturbed at that hour.
No, I said before I see you, I should have been seeing him. So I'm gonna.
Well, technically, I saw you in the morning,
I'm gonna horse him.
and we also had to do our morning prayer.
I'll see you tonight.
I'll see you tonight. As he leaves the prayer room.
Just gonna look up at the giant hammer and just say, "It's not good enough." Turn around and head back upstairs.
You guys have finished your soup.
That was some good bread.
As you are full, you two do feel like you've had food definitely in you, but you're not as full as you were yesterday after having the good berry. You definitely tell there's a massive difference between a meal and a good berry.
Oh, no reason we can't go for seconds.
Yeah. As you head up, you see the priest there.
No seconds.
Ah, so you're after seconds. Yeah, well, here. As he grabs the ladle for you. There you go. As he pours it in. More bread.
Yes, please.
Yes. You seem like a big boy. As he rips off 2 pieces. There you go. As he just smiles, as you come up from the altar. Strange ones you brought back.
Oh, they're over here.
Good at heart, I see. Good at heart.
Just one bread today, if it's alright.
It's always alright, but I believe that you should be eating more. As he rips off a piece and then passes you the rest of the loaf.
I'll head to the group.
Yeah. As you make your way over, as you see the hobgoblin just have like soup coming down him, but he's still eating it. Like when it's starting to fall down, he like quickly gets it with his spoon and goes straight back into it.
Good?
Yeah, good soup.
Good soup?
Yeah.
Good soup?
Okay. About the soup store.
Why you made this soup store?
Hey guys, doing good sleep?
Oh, nice and full.
You are God.
They think that a symbol is for you because you have a hammer.
I'm gonna lean in real close. Who told you?
We figured it out all by ourselves.
I helped.
They're full of shit, that's what I think.
Keep figuring it out.
They're full of shit, that's what I think.
No, actually, who
It
did
doesn't even match your hammer. Look at it.
No, we all carry hammers too. As part of the paladins, like worshipping.
So whose is it? Whose symbol?
Tyr.
Tier?
Tyr.
No, you think it's him.
His name was Magnus. It is.
Do I know anything about tea?
No.
Mhm.
That's our country's
Is it female, male?
male.
What's Tier do? Is he a blacksmith?
No.
Okay. You want to be secretive, that's fine.
Well,
Secretive, eh?
he's a.
It's not like I tried to get people to talk about themselves.
Well, we should be him for guidance. He's a god of wars included, but it's not the main point. It's more about
The god of getting shit done.
more or less.
Yeah, that's all we need to know.
Fairness, righteousness.
There you go.
Good
boy. That's what I need.
Also,
I don't know why I said boy.
he's a god of war, but also he's a god of injustice. So it's
Wait, God of War, but Justice War?
well, he's justice and righteousness.
Justified.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
doing the right thing for doing the right thing.
Yeah, like the UN.
Yeah, law's law.
Nice.
Yeah. So we try to do the right thing here, and he's a thing that directs us to guidance in the right ways and the right paths. So
Does he talk to you directly?
Not directly. I've never felt him talk to me directly, but you know, with his guidance, I haven't gone wrong so far.
Oh.
I've got a pretty good life considering what I am. I can't really complain. The country tries to accept all people, so
It's very nice.
we like to think T had a way in that. But yeah,
So what's on the plans for today?
well, as I told you guys before, I need to go and talk to the king because the people I took with me up to that town didn't come back.
Of course.
So I'm probably going to be in shit. If you guys want to come and,
We vouch for you.
I guess so. It's up to you. I mean, you guys also fought valiantly towards the end as well, so I'm sure they'd be pleased to hear that.
A bit more than towards the end of it, but the whole time I was there was pretty good.
Yeah, but you are.
I try.
I can't say I'd still be here if it wasn't for you. Like I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. So I'll have to go and put all my proper stuff back on. But yeah, if you guys want to join me, that'd be good.
I wanna see
And
it
then
last.
we all go out for drinks.
Probably gonna have to forget the meeting we had and the intruder. So
Yeah,
not
we
even-
all go out for drinks.
Yeah.
Meet a king, get drunk.
Yeah,
That's how we do it.
All right. Well, I'll be back. If you guys want to just get ready,
Not ready.
Look, we're in the church. If you guys want to leave your bag and stuff here, it's not the end of the world. They're probably not going to let you bring your weapons into the castle. So
But will they keep them for us?
you can leave them here. They'll be protected.
But there's children around.
Yes.
That's why you don't leave them next to your bedroll. You can give them to the priest. They'll hold them.
I'll give my sword to the priest.
Sounds good.
You sound very
He's
boring.
very, very person holding a sword. He knows what he's doing.
It just seems like a silly thing to do. So.
When your god also is known for.
I'll keep mine on me. If they want me to take it off at the castle, I'll give it to the guys there and they can hold it for me there.
That's fine. It's up to you. Okay.
So
Well,
just give it that.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go and get my stuff on. But let's have Brady. I'll come and get you if you need to do anything else in the meantime.
My sword's not the weapon.
Head back up.
Head back to the
Put my
tower.
proper armor on and
Yeah, yeah. So
weapons.
as you head back up to the tower, and that's where we're going to take a break. So we'll be back soon, but until then, thanks for watching, and we'll be back, 20 minutes or so. So
Okay.
time to go
Something like
bathroom,
that.
get some food, order some Uber, which we are not sponsored, so I'm not going to promote that. Maybe
Yeah.
delivered. No.
Too late, but yeah.
All right.
I can only do this for so long.
Oh, Rapunzel, I love that song.
What? What?
Let your head.
What the fuck?
I want you to let your head.
Oh no, Scott sent me a lot of Nicolas Cage.
That's my hair down.
Do you know that song?
A lot of Nicolas Cage.
Have you guys watched the new Nick Cage movie?
The one
Fuck, it is so funny. Holy shit.
the Nick Cage one?
Yeah,
About Nick Cage?
Yeah.
Why do your glasses always fog up?
because I'm hot.
By draw.
What?
By draw.
By a giraffe.
Why giraffe? That would be fucking deadly.
What like natural evolution did it become okay for giraffes to be able to give birth while running?
The long neck. They're like, it's gotta come out somehow. They just like kept running.
That's a really
You ever like picture this a giraffe being chased by a lion and it's giving birth, it just drops a baby to die. And just runs off.
Better than me!
Why would you say that?
Because that's what happens.
Oh.
I'd rather
It's like, I am free, I have now been born.
the miracle of life.
It is suffering! Do you know why elephants paint their balls red? So they can hide in cherry trees.
Oh.
I hate you so much. I don't have the book here.
Oh,
you know what the
leave it
loudest sound of the jungle is?
You mean you can berries? Cherry?
No, a giraffe eating berries.
Oh, okay.
I swear there's the third part of that joke about an elephant getting into the tree in the first place. But I can't remember it. All I remember is them painting the balls red and giraffe eating cherries. What's that supposed to mean? This isn't the party leader. This is the bowler.
The mic's on.
Whoops, I did not mean to talk about the cherries.
Don't worry about the cherry tree.
It is not replacing them, although I say.
Sponsored by Heater. The mics are on up.
Good.
Did you really open that can?
No.
No, you can. Oh,
He's checking those cameras. He's getting ready for a fight.
No,
That's your camera.
it's your camera.
Making a list.
God, J-Mark.
Something's nothing wrong.
You walk into the castle.
Stop.
The king is
Rolling burn.
the king is a jackal.
The king is the knoll.
No.
I remember you.
King is a blacksmith. The endless.
The name, his name is Deer.
Yeah. All along.
Oh, pretty.
No. He's sexy.
It's show Baba.
Yes, technical difficulties as they always seem to come up.
Right as we press play.
Yes, actually, for some reason that just happens.
You wouldn't have this problem. He throws the bowler.
No. Alrighty. Alrighty. I just hear you mumble and then I just see Arthur. Straight for it. I promise one day I'll have this all figured out. But we're back. So, you went up to the tower and you grabbed your stuff and you donned your armor. After you get that, you leave your hammer and your greatsword and you make your way down. And the three of you, what are you doing?
I feel like the bowls of soup and hand out to the soup.
As the priest takes it.
Oh, you want 3 more?
Thank you.
Could I also sleep with you?
Yeah, if you like.
Oh,
Short sword.
Yeah.
It is
It's very worn. Seems old.
Yes. Rubbish.
Nothing. That's nothing against you. It's saying it has history.
Yeah. Character.
I'll keep it away.
Thank you.
It's all good. So he puts it by his side and he seems to be packing everything up. Nilbog, what are you doing?
Well, I guess I'll just chill out here and let something's over.
I'm getting limber. Just giving a stretch. Getting good. Where we going? I know we're going to the castle, but when we're going?
You actually head down from the tower at this point, Magnus, as you see Kathana start to make her way back to the other two. You see Nilbog just sitting there, and you see Gale doing some big stretches.
I do. What's the thing where you get down low and like do the push-up sort of thing? The burpees.
Yes, perfect.
With eight strength, I'm not doing very good.
No. You're feeling very tired after a few. You're about
All
5
right.
of them.
Well, you keen.
I'm ready for bed.
Yeah. You just fold them up, put them back on the bed.
Alright, you guys ready? Alright.
I have stretched. I won't get a sprained ankle.
That's not even so.
So,
Hey.
as you start to leave the temple, and
Turn to
you
the
three
right.
follow,
Yeah,
turn to the right to the big castle.
Show a giant ass castle.
I say.
Nice.
Are we there yet?
Almost. And start walking towards the
How
castle.
many days travel we got from here to there?
Uh,
Calculation.
10
Oh,
seconds. 10 seconds by car. Yeah, I think you'll be right.
Yeah.
As you start to head towards Castle Deville.
What's over the view?
As
It wasn't that funny.
That'd be another strike if you had his book.
As you start towards the castle, you actually see another 15-foot wall surround the castle itself, and there is an opening. As you walk in there, you do see a lot of guards stationed, a lot of guards prepping and what seems to be practicing. You see stables, people walking around. Seems like they're doing odd jobs, and it's quite loud as you're walking through. As you get approached by a guard.
Morning.
Morning, Paladin Magnus. What brings you to the castle today?
I've just returned from a bit of duty.
Yeah, that's
Need
a-
to
It's a
do
shame.
my report with the king.
Yeah. Well, glad to see as he starts to walk off
You too.
back to training.
I'll just continue walking through with everyone.
I think he likes you. He's very nervous around your source pupils open up. Like,
We're highly regarded here.
Why?
Well, I'm one of what we call the 5, which are 5 paladins of tier that are. Yeah.
Something else.
we basically are responsible for the well-being and the safeguard of the city and the country. So any high rate missions or anything, we get sent out. So like I said, the fact that I didn't do so good, not really.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it's not going to be a good conversation.
I no.
Okay. I'm going to go with the people.
Yeah.
I'm just going to observe.
So as you watch them, as you see that their swords seem to be dull, as they're not proper combat swords. As you see one with a long sword, one with a short sword, and a shield. As you see them going back and forth at each other. They seem to be quite evenly matched. But evenly matched, not in the standards of good, standards of training purposes.
I sit there and think of all the good times I had with old mate.
What's old mate's name?
Crow.
Crow? Yeah. And the two of you?
Yeah, I'll keep going. I'll
Walking with
sit
Magnus.
the king, yeah.
Yeah, I want to sit castle.
So you approach the actual castle
I'll
doors
like a little bit.
as one of the guards standing there. Paladin?
Morning.
Coming in to report from yesterday.
Correct.
I'll take you there. You still have a weapon on you.
I do. Probably want me to leave it with you or something.
Yeah, we'll leave it in the guard station just here. So as he takes it, he walks into a room just to the side and he places it there. Alright. Let me take you to the king. He's in the throne room.
Okay. As we're walking down, what sort of mood is he in today?
Kind of a stressed one, but he doesn't seem to be too overly whelmed. He's just trying to figure out with everything that's happened yesterday.
So he's aware?
The 2 days. Everyone's aware at this point.
Okay.
The fall of one of the second major town of here.
What's the like the floor like in here?
The floor.
Yeah.
It's all actual stone work.
Okay, so you must
Same.
be slap them on the ground
Yes.
every now and again.
Yeah, you are barefooted, so
I am
yes.
barefooted, yeah.
It's cold.
The slow peel
Yeah, you just
on sweaty feet.
I'm not sweaty, I just woke up.
And yeah, as you guys are walking through the halls, you do see that it's quite big. That the roof stands about 20 foot from the ground. That each time you're walking through, you do see doors on the left and right just constantly coming up every 15 feet or so. As he takes you to a stairway that actually splits off and makes its way up to meet back in the middle again. And in between there, you do see what seems to be a receptionist style desk. As the guard takes you there, as you see a gentleman who seems dressed accordingly with a lot of paperwork in front of him.
Just to impress.
As he looks up. I was wondering what time you were actually going to drop by today.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, especially with the report.
I got in very late last night.
Okay. Well, the king said that when you arrive, just to head straight in there. He has nothing right now, but it looks like that you won't have too long,
Mhm.
because we have a representative from Valak coming in. So you have time, but not a lot of it.
That's right. That means I get yelled at for less of it.
Ah,
As I go to open the door.
yeah. You have to walk up the stairs first,
Okay, sorry.
as the guard takes you. So
I will follow.
how bad was North Tymir anyway?
Places in ashes.
Sad to hear.
What's to live?
Alrighty. As he takes you up and leads you further back, you get to the big doorway that stands about 10 foot tall. As at the end, he stands there, pushes the door open. He'll be in there. As he pushes the door open, as the three of you walk in, you see a giant throne room. It's about 60 foot long, about 40 foot wide. And you see there are long tables among the sides, which have benches towards it. You see at the head of it, the king. There, just looking at you, Magnus, as he seems impatient. And he's been waiting. You see banners of a shield with a hammer going across it, but the hammer is aiming down. Red banners.
And I'll walk straight to as far as we can before, the steps to go up to the thrones and whatnot. Kneel. Grab both of them down.
I know.
Kneel.
Please explain to me the failure of yesterday.
My king, I don't have an excuse for the failure.
I wasn't asking an excuse.
Correct. We took the small regiment we had, went to scope out what issues were laying up north. By the time we got there, the city was already being attacked by an encampment.
No.
10 men fought valiantly. and we're outnumbered. If it wasn't for the 2 people beside me and the another outside, I wouldn't be here either. The city's in ruins, and we fought off as many and killed as many as we could.
So with the battalion you took, the small group, plus the guards there, you're telling me that you couldn't take down Knowles.
Based on the numbers that we've seen in the city, there were 3 guard bodies in the guard tower, and only 5 in the city throughout the fight.
So where were the rest of the men?
I don't know. Like I said, by the time we got there, the town was already under attack. We didn't see anyone flee. I didn't see anyone leave prior. But the numbers were not high enough to be up there where it should be. Half the weapons weren't used in the armories. Something doesn't know.
So, you're telling me over 30 of the guards there abandoned their post that they were well trained for to a null attack.
It appears to be that way.
I want the way things appear to be. I want answers.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
my lord, I got there when I was already under attack. I don't know what happened prior. I don't know who was there or who fled beforehand.
I was there a little bit before you.
We tried to fix the mess that we were in front of. But if you were there prior, please.
I was there a little bit before it. And there wasn't that many guards at the time, yeah, that I was there. So they left a long time before it seems. to be frank, I didn't see a single one until you went to the guard tower that Magnus was talking about.
Who are you?
My name is Gay.
Gale. Frank, the King of Alec, will be heading over here with his advisor to help me understand the situation a bit better. In the meantime, I suggest you head back and figure out exactly what happened. And I don't want empty answers. I don't want assumptions. I want to know what happened. To you, Gale, and
Key.
Key. Thank you. As Magnus has said, you had tried and you had helped. Is there anything I can help you with?
Me personally, not really. There's nothing much. I only recently got back here to this plane.
Well, I have an offer for you. You both. Escort this paladin to the town, since you two seem that you can hold your own. Seem to be willing enough to help.
Yeah.
So make it worth your while. I'll give you 5 gold each on your return, provided there is some form of answers. That offer does go to the third that you said that was outside. I cannot risk men leaving this place right now.
I agree.
So nulls.
Nice.
Were they all slain?
All but one that we saw. A bigger one.
That's your failure.
Correct. My failure was not protecting the men that took me up there.
Personal failures are not upon the bigger ones.
This is one thing we have to watch out too, is these gnolls are carrying some sort of catapult. They're not carrying it, they're pushing it. They have a catapult.
They're gnolls.
I understand that.
They got rocks that'll fly over the walls from this catapult.
I understand what a catapult is.
That's just to be frank.
It might be royal, but that doesn't make me stupid.
I wasn't implying.
I wasn't saying you were, I was just pointing it out. So, you are right. Gnolls generally don't have that type of equipment on them.
It's a catapult.
So it's more or less a lead towards what you need to figure out. Don't return to me until you have an answer. I don't mind if you come back to get supplies. Do not return to this castle until you have some new development on what is going on and a way to fix it. Leave.
Get out straight away. We'll be out.
Thank you.
No. Well, as I walk out the door, I walk past you. Be honest with you. Didn't give respects for leaving.
As you guys leave, you notice the guard that was there, that was originally holding the door, not there, but instead a younger person. It's your brother.
I saw that.
Ah, you're not even at the front yet.
Walking out that way.
So this is to the exiting the throne room. You see John. And for you guys, seems like a timid young man. He's very thin, human, blonde hair, seems sick. Oh, you definitely know how to piss off father, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you should try a bit less to do that. If Steven takes over, you know that. He'll be the one leading it.
It's not long, but yeah, I get it.
He's
I
great.
don't think he needs this stress
He's
anymore.
human.
Try to make him proud, but you know, one setback after another. I'll do what I can, but
I do understand in your situation, but trying to make someone proud during your job should be separated, brother.
making him proud is doing my job.
Just make sure you get him back.
I'll try. Keep an eye on Stephen for me.
Oh, I'll try. You know how stubborn he is,
How are you feeling?
day by day.
Well, rest well. Put an arm on his shoulder. The size of his head.
Look, don't take father's words too hard.
It's hard when he's the one that tells you what to do.
He's also an old prick.
I get it. It's different for you guys than it is for me, but
A little bit for me. He kind of stopped caring about trying to help me.
we'll find it. We'll find it.
Fortunately, your father isn't a
What's wrong with
king.
him?
It's a bit rude to ask in front of him.
What's wrong with you?
As he looks up, he's about 15. He's not tiny.
What's wrong with you?
Very sick. I don't know what's wrong, but I've been sick since birth.
Okay, it's not poison.
No, I don't. Well, if it was a poison, I think I would have figured out a way to cure it.
Well,
Yeah.
If you give me a day, I've got a spell that could help.
I don't think birth defects are able to be helped.
We tried.
Would look like a disease.
We do what we can.
The down.
tried.
There's a cleric coming over from Valak that's helping me. So,
Well,
thank you for your concern.
Also, these are brothers.
That's not open knowledge.
I just heard it's all pretty open just then.
Because he's right here.
It's green.
Different mother. But he doesn't get called a son. Not very often, anyway. When he's in a good mood, he does. If you want to put it quite frank,
I'm just going
you just go, like, your face just stays as blank as possible and you just turn and start walking.
You need to learn to speak a little bit softer.
Yes.
I put my hand on the guy's shoulder very softly, like he didn't.
There. Right, we'll take care of your brother.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he'll take care of you.
Think that.
As you start to walk off. You walk back down the stairs, and as you're walking by, you see a man, finely dressed, with a dwarven cleric next to him, white hair and a white beard, walk past us, and the Lord, the King of Valak looks at you and goes, "One of the 5.
down my head.
Well, glad to see that you're all still here.
Do our best.
Did you come by Valak? Teach my men a thing or two.
Let's see how our business goes first.
We're not here on bad terms. We're here on trying to help our neighboring country.
Our terms.
Oh,
Let me fix my things first.
the invitation is there.
Appreciate it.
As they start to walk
Bow
forward.
again. Now walk out angry.
Yeah. As the guards there, as you walk out. Well, how did it go?
You open the door.
Yeah.
Keep walking.
We'd go for some drinks. As I walked in, I went to my sword.
Oh, okay. Okay. As he walks over, passes you back your scimitar.
Oh, thank you.
I don't think by the looks of that it went too well.
Well, I got hired, that's at least a good thing.
As he looks confused as you start to walk away. As you
On
walk
my
past.
way to get drinks.
As you see the two people, they were fighting, and one of the guys with the greatsword actually smacked the dude in the shin with the other one as the guy's on the ground screaming because his shin seemed as the instructor's like, "You're not meant to do that. You're meant to upper body today, not legs. That's what you're meant to be doing."
Still cheering him on. Never
Yeah.
skip my day.
As you say that, you actually hear the words come from the castle, "Gonna get drinks." As you hear Gale say that. Woo! As you make your way back to them.
What are you doing? You're walking the wrong way. We're going back to the tavern. What are you doing?
So,
We got a job.
what are you doing?
Fucking going to the tavern.
We drink to forget, not the important stuff though.
So, as you walk down the road, you head to the empty tankard. It's about midday. As you open the doors, you do see a couple of day drinkers there, just having a good time. And you see the bartender, Alec. As he looks and he goes, "Magnus, how you been?"
He's been better as I walk in.
Oh, it's one of the big ones, isn't it?
One of the bees.
I'm guessing the king's not too happy with you. As he rolls up his sleeve,
No.
grabs a tankard, a liter tankard, and turns around and just starts pouring it. So, anything juicy that I can hear?
Not on his business.
On. As he pushes it up, as he puts it down for you. You understand that my life's pretty fucking boring with all the people that are not doing so well.
Halfway through him talking, he's gonna chug that motherfucker down.
That's how the days go.
Wow. Who is this lot you brought with you?
I'm finishing the trick.
My name is Gale.
That's Gale.
Yes.
Okay.
As far as I can't remember the man.
Did you lose your shoes?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Ah, okay, that's fair enough. You just haven't bought any new ones.
I don't know.
Right down the road,
Yeah.
if you want to. Fashion.
I like the dirt between
Pardon?
my toes.
Yeah, it sells just clothing. Yeah. Some of the finer stuff.
Yeah. I like the dirt between my toes.
To their own.
As you can see, my get up isn't really.
Oh, I noticed.
Get up tomorrow to get down.
And who are
Wait,
you?
where have you seen purple leaves before, motherfucker?
As the moment you drop it, he just takes it straight away and just. And yeah, definitely a hobgoblin.
Yeah. Fancy, right? I am welcome to hear it.
Yeah, of course.
They
As
should
he
have
puts
should
down
have
the-
said-
Where-
should have said no.
Walk to the table.
Yeah, we're a town that doesn't really worry too much about the diversities that the world has bestowed upon us through times. So, as he grabs one, very curious about you and the skull mask that you're wearing.
Yes.
As he
Do you remember
puts it
anything?
down. So, seems like you don't want to talk about it. It's fine. Go enjoy your drink.
Personal. Walk away.
Okay.
I've been trying to get a lot out of these guys. They just don't want to talk.
Well,
Got my kind of favorite.
so you're with Magnus.
Yeah.
The drinks are on the house then.
Oh, shit.
You'll take one as well. Okay. So, do you guys want the liter tankard,
Fuck yeah.
or do you want the half? No,
Nah,
the
we'll
full?
go all the way.
That's what I want to hear. And what about you, Missy? Do you want the liter or the half? Half? All right. So he immediately grabs the half one and just... So, anything interesting on your lives? Because everyone else here has the same story to tell, that they've been working all day. These guys said they've been
Well,
working
how
all
about-
morning. But they've been here since 8.
Kid.
I spent 2 years in a different plane.
What's a plane?
A different reality, you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah, a foresty one. That's where I think it. That's where I got my get up.
You know, I'm pretty sure you can walk into any forest and probably get what you got.
Have you seen purple leaves before? Purple and green leaves.
I did once.
You know you did. Anyway.
I guess I haven't. No, I did once.
Okay.
I walked into the forest
Oh, same.
up at the very top of north of Tymir, and then I headed towards the mountains. There's a small little forest there, and I walked in, and then the forest was bigger.
Oh, wouldn't you know? That's where I came out.
Oh, well.
Did
and
you go
then-
to the plane too?
I'm guessing that's what it's called because I just thought that I might have had a bit too much of natural.
Too much of the.
I guess what you can say. We were enjoying our week away, and we decided to go
No,
a bit,
too much of that.
okay, and go to the mountain to observe the stone giants.
No.
Apparently, why we went there was because apparently there's a monastery of Goliaths there that are all monks and live peacefully among the stone giants. Yeah, it's crazy when you think about it. I definitely don't want to go see
Oh.
it.
It's not as crazy as
Dimensional.
I do not know what that means, but I'll say that it's probably not. Anyway, I think Magnus could use some cheering up or He seems like he has a lot on his mind. He either comes here for two reasons. One, because Lucas has brought him here. Or two, something's gone wrong and the king's gone off at him.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
As I turn around and go.
Well then, that's something I would love to hear.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. As he goes back to what you hear to be chopping, just as you head to the tables.
Sit down.
Mm-hmm.
I take a drink.
I
Stop
think
fogging up.
I think we've been having more than just one cup.
Well, that's why we keep the cup. We go back.
You know what's ready.
Don't chop me.
So you were lost in the forest.
Yeah.
And now back from the forest.
Oh yeah, I've already explained it to these two, haven't I?
You cry every time I talk to you.
I was just, there was a lot going
I
on.
got some out of her. I got something out of her. Her parents are dead.
And you killed me.
His mate died, but then maybe didn't, but then he buried him.
But he doesn't know if he did.
He might have buried him alive.
He might have buried him. But doesn't know. Weird.
You're not a very good hunter. You don't know things.
He's
to do.
not.
Well, there's a lot of the times things come back. It's not.
I'm gonna sit and question my whole life.
What has led me up to this point in my life? So she told me that her parents, her mother was killed by animals, and her dad died in a house fire.
It was a shot fire.
Same thing.
Nice listening.
Type of shop.
Antiques.
Where?
You're not going to get much more out of her. Very straining. I can hear the gears turning.
Like, give me a town.
What forest
Any town. No.
did you enter?
So the forest I
Um,
entered from
Belith,
was in
which
Dryden,
is on Zendikar, which is where the town of the star is.
and then I was stuck in the. It was called the
Mages
Fey
and stuff.
Passage.
where you last
I was
saw
stuck
the
in
last
there.
group.
Isn't that
You remember that?
a fairy tale?
Ballad.
There's a lot of fairies there.
Pixies and shit.
That's where you talk.
That's a place.
It is a
What's
place.
the town?
Fuck do you go there?
My little demeanor that I'm a bit chaotic is from them. Because they're a bit trickstery.
He was raised by pixies.
I wasn't raised by Pixie.
Right from the ground.
So living with them for 2 years, you get a bit of their personality. But I went through the forest, went through what is called a Fey Passage. It's a portal. Didn't see it, couldn't see it because I was running for my life.
You can see them normally.
The fairies?
This portal.
Kind of. It's very hard to see.
Okay.
So it kind of looks like rippling. Like everything's rippling. But
You-
it's
and
hard to notice when you're running for your life.
And then you were stuck and then you just kind of walked out.
I got in there. The portal closed behind me. And I was stuck in there because there wasn't another one.
Okay.
Then I ended up becoming friends with like a tribe of pixies.
Okay.
They're tricky motherfuckers.
I'll take your word for it.
But they found an exit, which I came out of, and that's how I got to the town you met me.
And how long were you in that town for?
In the town, a couple hours, give or take.
Where did you go in the town before?
I was in. Oh, what?
Before before the stuff happened.
I was at the inn.
The whole time.
Yes, because I just got there.
Okay. Where were you before the shit went down?
I was hiding in a closet.
The entire time you were in town.
I wasn't there that long.
How long were you there?
There's no cloth. in
When
the
did you
closet.
leave the closet? Because I saw you outside.
When there was commotion, so I jumped out the window.
You rolled good on your roll check as well, didn't you? You picked up a rock and flipped it and did good, yeah?
What's this?
So, how long were you in the town?
Not that
I mean, like, she answered
An
your
hour.
question.
You just traveled there and just
Yeah,
It kicked off.
there was the thing, yeah, and then yeah.
So, I mean, you got to take it slow.
Since
You got to work
I lost
days at
my
a
father
time.
a couple of months ago, I've just been traveling, trying to find a place, and then people just hate you for being you, and then they throw things at you, so you hide.
How long were you in the town for?
The day before, night before,
No, for.
I was
Did you-
arrived there, didn't really think anything was out of whack. Everything looked normal.
It all looked normal.
Went and had a couple of drinks, passed
Was
out.
this after
woke
you-
up for
after
a
or
drink,
before you
and
buried your
then
mate,
I
maybe?
got attacked by one of those chicken things.
Did you see guards in the town?
I wasn't really looking. I was just sort of trying to. So I didn't really pay much attention.
We've got
As you see that the bartender walks over with a keg.
Oh, I'm listening.
Oh,
As he goes back and he's just
now
like,
I know why he's
as
called
he's like-
five. It's five of us
as he
here.
sees him like cutting what seems to be something on the where it's doing fine cuts, and he's just looking. And he's at the actual bar again, so he's off in the distance, about 15 foot away.
we have a church full of people from that town, don't we?
We do.
We can ask them.
That's the next step.
Brilliant. So we'll get drunk first.
We're gonna let go of the last couple of days and wipe the slate clean,
Exactly. Sweet.
and then we're gonna go back and we're gonna find out what the fuck's going on.
They had a catapult.
Who gave Knowles
A catapult.
They probably made it.
That's what I now need to find out. Thanks.
Did they steal it from the town? Did the town have it?
I don't know if they understand the gravity of a catapult.
Idiot creatures have a big thing. They can destroy the walls around a town. He understands.
I thought didn't seem like
He doesn't worry himself with that.
He should be.
He makes us worry about that.
I hope when they shoot it, it goes through his window.
Straight to the point.
So I'm just gonna let myself be like a bit drunk.
The other
So I'm gonna
conversation we had in the
keep going.
castle doesn't get talked about here. Only the people.
You don't know.
Only the people in the castle know.
I get his cut.
We'll leave it at that. I'm just gonna keep drinking.
That's what I'm doing.
Hank is there.
Let's get it.
You said wipe the slate clean. I'm currently wiping.
As you guys start to drink, as that's where we will end tonight's episode. Thank you guys for watching. Any any major announcements? Your stream this Saturday will actually be going for not as long as the last one that you did on Saturday.
Maybe hour and a half.
Yeah.
Hour and a half-ish. It's gonna be just nice little stream.
Yeah.
Not sure what I'm playing yet or who's joining, but we'll figure that out.
And where can they find that?
Find me on Twitch, obviously, as a M_Blazer, BLAZA.
And you guys don't stream. Well, you do every now and then.
Wednesday night, that's night.
If I were to stream, I would hear my dad all the time.
All right.
That could be a stream though.
Anyway.
Who's he yelling at now?
Thank you for joining us. This group will catch you next Wednesday at 8:30, and our next game with the Friday group will happen on Friday, obviously, at 8:30 p.m. Alrighty. Thank you guys
Tell
for
them we
watching.
sent you.
Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Alrighty, and we'll catch you next time.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.
We're fucking amazing.
Over a century ago,
Yeah.
from the Nine Helms rained terror upon the world of Astraven in an attempt to create a 10th layer of hell.
Get drunk.
Until an unlikely group of adventurers made a choice to stand in
What's
his
about
way
me?
and defy his will.
Why?
But not
Why
all
did you
was
do that?
Why is it black?
a once simple way of life destroyed by his ambition,
Okay. Man, I was watching people quiet. I'm carried away.
hated by everyone for their caught in the terror that happened a century ago.
There was a lot more going on, isn't there?
Races divided.
Tried
The
to be.
world has
What do you mean try to? We role played this session.
I know. Tried last week.
What do you mean?
I'll just think.
But you did. That's growth. But I swear to God,